Maze Bank Tower. The Maze Bank Tower is the tallest building in-game, standing at a staggering 320 meters tall. It is based off the US Bank Tower in Los Angeles, which is the third tallest building in California and second tallest in Los Angeles, after the Wilshire Grand Center. However, during the game's setting and release in 2013, the Wilshire Grand Center hadn't been finished, so it was the biggest building at the time. Its real-life counterpart was designed with seismic engineering to withstand earthquakes up to 8.3 on the Richter scale. The Maze Bank Tower is actually a near one-to-one replica of the US Bank Tower, with it only being slightly taller than the US Bank Tower by about 10 meters, and having one less floor at 72 floors. However, the US Bank does have this glass slide called a sky space, whereas GTA 5's Maze Bank Tower does not. It remains one of the most, if not the most, iconic landmark across all GTA games. Galileo Observatory. Another famous landmark, the Galileo Observatory is based off the Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles. Perched on the slopes of Mount Hollywood, Griffith's opened in 1935 and has offered free admission since day one, thanks to its founder's vision of making astronomy accessible to everyone. It's also home to a 12-inch Zeiss telescope, considered the most viewed telescope in the world, with millions of people having looked through it. The observatory has a rich Hollywood legacy too, appearing in films like Rebel Without a Cause and La La Land, and even serving as a training site for Apollo astronauts who practice celestial navigation there. Rockstar recreated its signature domes and terraces almost exactly, and in GTA 5, it serves the same purpose as it does in real life, a place to take in sweeping views of the city below. It was also featured in GTA San Andreas, but I bet some of you didn't know that. Templar Hotel. The Templar Hotel was actually two buildings, positioned on both sides of Vespucci Boulevard. They have similar architecture, as well as a large vintage neon sign on both. The Templar Hotel is clearly inspired by Hotel Cecil, a hotel in downtown Los Angeles that is infamous for being haunted. The real-life hotel has had at least 16 deaths occur within or nearby the landmark, and has previously housed infamous people such as the Richard Ramirez and the Hillside Stranglers. It is also home to one of the most chilling cases, the case of Eliza Lamb. The water tank, which can be found on the southern building's roof, is in reference to Eliza Lamb, where her body was discovered, lifeless. It also just so happens to be the only building in Mission Row with a water tank. As far as the naming goes, Templar is actually a name for a hotel found in Leeds, which is where Rockstar Leeds is based upon. So perhaps that's where the connection is drawn. Badger Building. The Badger Building is located at a corner of Elgin Avenue and Spanish Avenue in Hawick, Los Santos. It is presumably the headquarters of Badger Telecommunications, a company that appears to be based off of T-Mobile. Apparently, in the enhanced edition of the game, the LED display that wraps around the top of the building is animated. Wow, Rockstar, you have truly expanded and enhanced the game with that feature. The Badger Building is based off the iconic Capitol Records building, a 13-story building in Hollywood. Built in 1955 and finished in 1956, it was the first circular office building ever constructed. What's even crazier is that the architect behind the building, Louis Najdorf, was only 24 at the time. The design itself is meant to resemble a stack of vinyls, which I think is probably one of the coolest designs for a music label's building. It can also be found in San Andreas. Rockford Plaza. I know interiors were not really a large focus for GTA 5, as it presumably will be for GTA 6, but I really wish we could have seen an interior for this mall. It is based off the Beverly Center, which is an 8-story shopping complex located in Beverly Hills. It was opened in 1982, costed about $100 million to build, and currently features over 90 retail stores. And just take a look at the interior. In my opinion, this was a missed opportunity for Rockstar to put some crazy shootout mission here, or a heist where you can drive through the stores. Okay, I'm getting a little sidetracked here. Let's continue. Playboy Mansion. The Playboy Mansion in GTA 5 is modeled after the real-life Playboy Mansion in Holmby Hills, Los Angeles. Built in 1927 and purchased by Hugh Hefner in 1971, the mansion became famous worldwide as the home of the Playboy empire, lavish parties, and celebrity guests. Fun fact, the estate spans over 22,000 square feet and includes a zoo, a grotto swimming pool, and extensive gardens, all of which Rockstar hints at in its Vinewood Hills counterpart. The real mansion also hosted charity events, film shoots, and countless pop culture moments, solidifying its reputation as a symbol of LA excess. Even in GTA 5, you can see girls partying in bikinis. The owner of the mansion really got it like that. Del Perro Pier. Del Perro Pier is Rockstar's version of Santa Monica Pier, complete with its iconic Ferris wheel and arcade attractions. The real pier opened in 1909 and has since become one of the most visited landmarks in California, often called the end of Route 66. Fun fact, the pier's solar-paneled Ferris wheel is the first of its kind in the world and has appeared in countless films, from Forrest Gump to Iron Man. In GTA 5, Del Perro Pier offers the same lively boardwalk atmosphere, acting as a hub for street performers, vendors, and that classic beach town chaos. Rockstar even went out of their way to let you ride the Ferris wheel and roller coaster in-game. So yeah, pretty dope. Now the history of the Santa Monica Pier is actually pretty interesting, so I want to talk a bit more about that. What we now call the Santa Monica Pier was actually at one point two separate piers. The first one opened in 1909 as a municipal pier, used mainly to carry sewage pipes past breakers. The second, built in 1916, was a private amusement pier with rides, arcades, and food stands. And over time, the two were joined into one continuous pier. It is also famously the end of Route 66 in real life, which is a stretch of highway that spans Chicago to Santa Monica. Also, this building, called the Louvre Hippodrome, is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. It was built in 1916 and also looks like this in GTA 5. Again, this pier and its accompanying structures were recreated faithfully in both GTA 5 and GTA San Andreas. I'm honestly surprised that the Louvre Hippodrome is also in San Andreas. That just goes to show how ahead of their time Rockstar was when making San Andreas. Hookah Palace. While you may not have never heard of this building before, you definitely recognize its building. The 10-story hotel is modeled after the real-life Figueroa Hotel in downtown Los Angeles, which looks like this. Built in 1926, the Figueroa was originally opened by the YWCA as a women-only hotel, before transitioning into a more traditional hotel. It served as a safe haven for working women without the need of male escorts, and men only had limited access to the building. Over the decades, it became one of LA's most recognizable landmarks, famous for its bold Spanish colonial architecture and massive murals painted on the exterior walls. By the late 20th century, the hotel developed a reputation as a gritty budget option in downtown, sitting right on the edge of Skid Row. Today, though, it's been transformed into a luxury boutique hotel, while its in-game counterpart, the Hookah Palace, retains the look and atmosphere of its earlier rougher days. The real-life 4-star hotel has its advertisements hand-painted. Here, you can see the advertisement for GTA 5 in progress. Los Santos City Hall. Los Santos City Hall is inspired by the Los Angeles City Hall, one of the most recognizable civic buildings. Completed in 1928, it was the tallest building in LA for over 30 years, thanks to a law that capped buildings at heights of 150 feet. Its design blends Art Deco and modern styles, and its white concrete is actually made with sand from all of California's 58 counties, symbolizing unity across the state. The building became a pop culture icon as well, most famously serving as the exterior of the Daily Planet in the original Superman TV series. It is also featured in GTA San Andreas. Again, this game is just years ahead of its time. Davis Courts Building. The Davis Courts Building is a municipal building based on the Compton Courthouse. It is the tallest building in South Los Santos, at 13 stories tall. The courthouse anchors a civic plaza that also includes a post office, police department, and library, all tied together in a pedestrian-friendly layout. The police station and library can actually be found in-game. They even replicated the exterior park, as well as this monument, in which the real-life counterpart is in honor of Martin Luther King. Just recently, the building made an appearance in Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us music video. The rapper, from Compton, also has songs in-game. Theme Building. The Los Santos International Airport, or LSIA, is modeled after the Los Angeles International Airport, or LAX. The resemblance is instantly clear due to the theme building, the futuristic white structure with curved arches that Rockstar recreated almost exactly. LAX first opened in 1930 as Mines Field and grew into one of the busiest airports in the world today, handling nearly 90 million passengers annually. The theme building itself, built in 1961, is a classic example of Googie architecture, a mid-century style inspired by space travel and the jet age. And inside the theme building itself was actually a restaurant at some stage, but it is no longer open to the public. Weasel Plaza. Weasel Plaza in GTA 5 is Rockstar's version of the Fox Plaza, a 35-story, 150-meter tall skyscraper. In real life, it is the corporate head office of 20th Century Fox. In GTA Online, you can actually purchase an apartment for this property. The real-life building has made appearances in pop culture films like Die Hard, and as well as an Easter egg in Deadpool and Wolverine. In both films, it was presented as the Nakatomi Plaza. Fun fact, the building was designed by William Pereira and Associates, the same architects behind the LAX's theme building, which we had just previously mentioned. Vinewood Bowl. The Vinewood Bowl is directly inspired by the Hollywood Bowl, one of the most famous outdoor amphitheaters of the world. Opened in 1922, the Hollywood Bowl has hosted everyone from the Beatles to Frank Sinatra to Billie Eilish, making it an enduring landmark in LA's music scene. Its distinctive half-dome band shell was first introduced in 1929 and has since become a symbol of live performance under the stars. The bowl is also known for its 4th of July fireworks shows and summer concerts by the Los Angeles Philharmonic. And perhaps best of all, the Vinewood Bowl is where Jay Norris got deleted in that one mission. Rockford Hills Civic Center. Now, I actually cannot find any information on the name of this municipal complex, but I will just refer to it as the Rockford Hills Civic Center, since it is based off the Beverly Hills Civic Center entirely. Both the Beverly Hills and Rockstar Hills counterparts were constructed in 1990, as this plaque implies. This complex houses a bunch of public service buildings. Included in the GTA parody is the City of Los Santos Public Library, modeled after the Beverly Hills Public Library, a police department, and also a fire department. The Rockford Hills City Hall is also just across the street. I think it's really interesting how Rockstar not only makes sure that buildings are replicated, but also large open structures like this. Oriental Theater. The Oriental Theater in Vinewood is a near identical copy of the TCL Chinese Theater, formerly Grauman's Chinese Theater, on Hollywood Boulevard. Since opening in 1927, the Chinese Theater has hosted countless film premieres, including Star Wars in 1977. Its courtyard of celebrity handprints and footprints is one of the most famous tourist attractions in Los Angeles. Rockstar brought this straight into Los Santos as the Oriental Theater, complete with the same ornate architecture and red carpet vibe, the perfect spot for Vinewood's biggest in-game movie premieres. We actually see this in a mission, Meltdown, for Michael's movie under the same name. It was also featured in San Andreas. The team behind Rockstar's mapping deserves so much credit for their efforts. Even just researching these buildings, I found so many little details and nuances that 99% of players would overlook. It's also a testament to how talented the dev team is, modeling every building from real life, but summarizing it into a playable area with flow, while also appearing seamless. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to check out my other videos, and also subscribe so you do not miss part 2.